you all right?
She was nearly run down by a taxi up at the corner.
Oh, Dee.
Well, give her a few minutes. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. Huh?
Darling, why don't you come with me into the kitchen, and I'll make you a nice cup of tea. And then you can look in on the baby. Would that make you feel better?
Yeah.
Well, come on, then.
How's it going with Finelli?
So far, so good, I think.
Let me tell you, the idea of his wanting to do a story on your brother's political campaign makes me nervous.
I'm being very careful.
Well, it's not what you say that matters. Frank was a cop. Jack Finelli's never had a good word to say about the police in his life.
Oh, I wish Frank were here.
Everything okay?
She was crossing the street and nearly got knocked down by a cab. She'll be all right.
Her name is Delia? How long she and your brother been married?
5 years.
Children?
1. Little John, 10 months.
Who's asleep in the kitchen? I heard you talking about him earlier.
Now, where were we?
Okay, your brother's been on the force how long?
8 years in all.
Made detective 3rd grade? Has a drawer full of citations, put himself through law school at night, neighborhood boy, local hero, trying to stop a land grab by the hospital. Everybody loves him for it. The local city councilman dies, and Frank decides to go for his seat. He's got family and friends to help him, especially this good-looking kid sister with as much energy as Con Edison, and he knocks the district leader right on his rear by bringing in 3,000 signatures inside of a week.
5 days.
Excuse me. Have I got all that straight?
Very good, Finelli.
Uh-huh. Where'd you get the money?
What money?
Campaigns run on money. Candidates have to eat. Frank had to resign from the force to run, right?
Right.
So who's supporting him?
He's supporting himself.
With what?
With honest money that he's earned and saved.
I like interviewing you. You get mad easy.
Oh, come on, Finelli.
Hey, JP, who's that guy talking to Mary?
That's the reporter from the Courier, Jack Finelli.
Oh, yeah. What's he talking to Mary about?
He's interviewing her about Frank for the paper.
Point is, there are a lot of special interests in this neighborhood that would love to own a city councilman.
For instance?
The hospitals, real estate brokers, Nick Szabo.
Nick Szabo?
You're sputtering.
You get out of here.
Hey, Mary?
Bob, you remember Jack Finelli of the Courier?
Yeah, sure.
Why don't you sit down here a minute? Bob is Frank's brother-in-law and his campaign manager.
And his partner on the force, right? Bob Reed.
That's right. You got a good memory, Finelli. Hey, where's Frank?
I don't know.
Hi, JP. This is my friend, Bucky Carter.
Good to meet you. It's Dr. Carter, I presume.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He's not used to it yet. Where's Dad? Hey, how about that?
Well, Pat, what do you think?
It's terrific. Mary was right about that picture.
Where?
Dad, this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Bucky Carter.
How do you do, Mr. Ryan?
No, Mr. Ryan. My name's Johnny. Good to know you. Hey, where are you from?
Boston, I'm afraid I won't meet the residency requirement in time to vote for your son.
All right. You can make up for it by stuffing envelopes.
And the lady who'll put you to work is my sister Mary.
Yeah, she's over across the room talking to Jack Finelli of the Courier.
Uh-oh.
It's all right. She can handle it.
Frank's not here?
No, they've been looking for him all afternoon.
Mind if we get ourselves some coffee and study some anatomy?
No, I hope so. Look, your mother's in the kitchen with Delia, but she'll want to meet Bucky, too.
We won't leave without seeing her.
Good. Listen, there's a little party here tonight for my son Frank. I'd like you to come.
Thank you, I'd like that.
Good.
More than you know. Every girl in Riverside will be there.
Oh, why?
Because every girl in Riverside is working on Frank's campaign.
Where do I volunteer?
We'll talk to Mary in a minute. She's managing the office. That's her there.
Well, I'd sure like to work for her. Say, how many sisters do you have?
2 others, one older, Kathleen, who's married and living in Pittsburgh, and one younger, Siobhan, who's teaching in Oregon.
Oh, then that's why you get along so well with the girls. Though I guess people from big families get along well with people.
Are you suggesting you don't?
But you know, it's weird. I've been to school for 20 years. I know thousands of words. I know hundreds of interesting things. And when I'm with a girl, like with Faith Coleridge this afternoon, I can't think of a single thing to say.
You're looking at me, and you're saying a lot.
Well, you're attractive, but there is a difference.
It's all in your head, pal.
Please, don't say relax and be yourself. Look, I am myself. This is the real Bucky. And that's the problem.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you one more time. Faith Coleridge isn't worth all the effort.
Why not?
Well, she's sweet, and she's smart, but she's strange.
How strange.
You know, I've never tried to put it into words before. My mother's very fond of her, and she and Mary have been close since they were babies. But Faith's... something's missing. You never quite connect. Besides which, there may not be room for another man in her life.
She's involved
I would say she is, yes.
with a man?
An older man.
Faith.
Daddy. I was hoping I'd see you this afternoon.
So, all right, so come by headquarters a little later, take a look at the books. I mean, it's all right there. Every penny we spent on the campaign, what we spent it on, how much was spent.
I'd like to do that.
Personal finances, you have to ask Frank.
He'll tell you whatever you want to know because he has nothing to hide.
Fair enough.
Yeah, well, the fact is, Mary, there are a lot of people around here who'd like a piece of a city councilman. Well, we got no problems now, but in August, when we're broke, might be kind of nice to have a few old friends with big checks.
Like Nick Szabo. I hear he gave 5 to 1 when Frank took the primary.
Hey, now look, Finelli, as far as anybody can prove, I got a couple of guys in the precinct on the case. Szabo's out of gambling. He runs his funeral home, he raises pigeons.
I know a couple of guys lay off about $5 grand in policy on Nick Szabo every week.
Yeah, well, what we know and what we can prove are two different things, right?
It doesn't matter anyway because Szabo has nothing to do with Frank.
Yeah, well, look, we better get on with the interview, right?
Detective Reed, I think that's about all I'm going to need from you now. Maybe I can get a hold of Frank tomorrow morning, and maybe I can look at the campaign figures then. Thanks. Been good seeing you again.
I'm not going anywhere.
I'd like to talk a little longer with Mary.
I'll stick around.
He doesn't think you can handle me, Ryan.
Hey, now look, Finelli, you're a sniper. I mean, you hold up there in the window of the Courier building with your tail and your flanks covered up with a ton of newsprint. You got this high-powered rifle called Social Values. Something comes into your sight you don't like, bing, you knock it off. Now, a couple too many times you've zeroed in on the police department. Frank's not on the force anymore. I don't think you're going to help him much.
Like a lot of cops. You're a little paranoid.
I'm cautious. And I'm sticking right here as long as you're talking about Frank Ryan.
I can't stop shaking.
Poor child. Put the cup down. Put the cup down. Oh, stiff as a Poor darling. Relax.
Maeve, I'm so frightened.
It's all over now. No one was hurt.
I feel so alone.
Dearly, you're not alone. I'm here, and Johnny's right around the corner, and your baby's in there sleeping.
What am I going to do without Frank?
Without Frank?
I need him with me, and I feel like I'm sharing him with the whole neighborhood as if I hadn't seen him in months.
The campaign won't last forever.
It feels like forever. And if it wasn't the campaign, it would be something else. It was extra duty. It was law school. It was anything, everything.
Dearly, don't. Love, don't. Come on now.
I don't know what I'm going to do. I have to have something for me.
Dee.
I want Frank.
JP, where's John?
Up front. Is it Delia? Well, Bob just came in.
Oh, thanks.
Look, all I want to do is get as much background in.
Bob, excuse me. Could I see you for a minute, please?
Sure. Just a minute, please.
It's your sister. She had a bit of a scare this afternoon, crossing the street in a taxi, just missed her. And now she's in the kitchen crying her eyes out about Frank and the campaign and all that, and will you see what you can do?
Yeah, sure. Any word from Frank?
Acute surgical treatment of skull fracture.
Roger has been in the OR all afternoon with an emergency skull fracture.
Oh, I know. I looked by on the final stages, and I must say he did an amazing piece of work. And you had to know what your big brother's been up to, right?
Well, I was interested.
That wasn't criticism. Good for you. Well, what would you have done if Roger had become a longshoreman?
Developed muscles. Can I see the pre-op x-rays on the skull fracture?
Certainly. You know, well, I thought that having my daughter a resident in Riverside would be something like a family reunion. But you realize I've seen you twice in the past week?
I know.
Well, could we make a dinner date? What's your schedule?
Well, what day is this?
Oh.
Wait, I am off tonight and I'm off tomorrow night.
No.
Could we cook dinner tonight at home?
Soft shell crabs? Louis had a bushel of them out on the sidewalk.
And
Go on.
artichokes vinaigrette.
You're on. 7?
Sure.
Looking for me?
As a matter of fact, I wasn't. They told me you came by OR this afternoon. Hi, Faith.
I did. And I was very impressed.
Thank you.
How is he?
Critical, but I don't think motor function's impaired. He's in recovery.
Is your foot bothering you?
A little. Listen, has anyone been by asking for me?
Male or female?
Well, I missed connections with a friend of mine this afternoon because of the surgery. Maybe I better check for him downstairs.
Oh, get off your foot for a while.
Oh, if I can. See you later.
Yeah.
Oh, I was awfully glad that you got to see some of that work this afternoon.
So was I.
It's a problem.
What is?
Bucking for chief resident when your father's acting head of the department. How much is too much?
Well, it's just as difficult for me as it is for Roger. I intend to be fair. Do you know what would please me very much?
Tell me.
If you and Roger managed a slightly closer understanding of each other.
I think that I understand Roger very well.
Nick?
Back
Mr. Coleridge. I'm sorry, but there's going to be a little delay. I was in emergency surgery all
I
night.
know where you were. When you didn't come by at 2 o'clock, I sent for you.
Well, my man apparently came by right after lunch, so he couldn't get to me either.
Of course.
So I have to find him.
Why?
Well, good.
You were supposed to be in this room with the money at 1 o'clock this afternoon.
That's right.
And it is now?
Oh, it's around 5:30 or so.
You will owe me 1% interest for every hour you delay repayment past 1 o'clock today.
Nick, come on.
Roger, if I were you, I wouldn't stand around arguing. It's costing you money.
Dee, why can't you tell me about it? Since when can't you tell me about it?
Because I can't.
Hey, Delia.
It's Frank.
I know it's Frank. It usually is.
I don't know what to do.
About what, Dee?
I don't know what to do without him.
Honey, you're not without him.
You don't understand. I never see him.
Well, honey, he's in the middle of a campaign.
I haven't seen him in months. Why did he marry me, Bob?
Sweetheart, because he loves you. Because he loves little John. But he's got his work to do.
No.
Hey, look, baby, he'll be here in a second. I'll work something out, okay?
I can't.
Hey, Dee, come on. Hey, look, it'll be better when the campaign's over, right? Frank will be on the council, huh? My little sister, huh? First Lady of Riverside. Hey, come on, Dee. He's gonna be here any minute now. Come on, don't cry, baby. Don't cry.
Is she all right?
She will be. Delia's such a child. It's a marvelous thing how she draws us all into her childishness.
You know, the older I get, the less sure I am about anything. One thing seems clear to me. In the end, your children are pretty much what you expect.
I know.
But whoever had any expectations of Delia, when your father's a poor, sick madman and your mother works her way into an early grave, you get by the best way you can.
I'm not attacking the girl, John. Delia's my daughter-in-law, and I love her. I've loved her since she was 4 years old. I'm only commenting with some wonder on the way we all behave toward her, myself included. What would we have done if it had been Mary that walked in the door, announcing that she'd nearly been run down by a cab?
Well,
You'd have said, darling, what a shame. But that'll teach you the next time to open your eyes before you step off the curb. And that would have been the end of it. But it's Delia. And here we are, a half hour later, still worried about her.
If it was Mary, we wouldn't have had her here to worry about. She'd be down at the station house hauling the cabbie in for reckless driving.
You know what that reminds me of?
What?
The summer that Mary was 12 or so. And Frank and Bob formed that Block Association softball team.
I remember, yes.
And Mary went around jogging and practicing
Oh, yeah.
and swinging a bat for weeks. And finally, they let her play one day. Well, she came home as mad as a hornet, with the freckles popping out all over her face because she'd scored 2 runs and nobody had even said boo. Because the big event of the day was that Delia was there. And after the boys all lined up to show her how, she finally learned how to hold the bat.
Okay, Ryan, how can I get a few minutes alone with you?
With difficulty.
Pat, have you heard? Jack Finelli's writing a story about Frank. God help us.
Oh, don't worry, Mom. He will. This is Bucky Carter.
Oh, Miss Ryan.
Hiya, Bucky. The name's Maeve. Sit down, darling. Is there, something we can do to wind that up?
I didn't much want to let it get started to begin with.
Let me try. Hey, Mary.
Who's that?
My brother, Pat.
Seriously, Mary. As much as I appreciate your family and friends, this isn't gonna work. I need a lot of information if I'm gonna do right by your brother. You're the one who can give it to me. So, can't we get out of here and talk without a lot of family interruptions?
Yeah. Just a minute. Okay, Finelli, let's go.
They went out for a walk. There were too many interruptions here.
I know. Why did she do that for?
I don't much like it either.
Mary can take care of herself.
Yeah, but the thing is, Maeve, Jack Finelli's no friend of Frank Ryan's.
Will love conquer all? Or are the residents of Salem destined to be miserable? Find out who's pursuing who and who's left brokenhearted. Days of Our Lives, next on SoapNet.